And we are playing Adventure Escape Mystery, the Squire's Tale, Chapter 5 by HaikuGames. Let's start. So now we have completed on the Maracas, and let's travel to the Mittenheim by the ship and solve puzzles there. So we can see it's somewhere in the snowy place, and it is a village of Yetis. A lot of dialogues here, so I can skip them, and all these Yetis are frozen, so it's kind of a curse on them. And our task is to unfreeze all of them, and then get to the altar and get the next gem for the pendant. You can take a letter, then we need to enter the code here, but first we need buttons, and then we need the electricity. Buttons are here. Let's place them, and to turn on the electricity we have to fix this electricity box. Okay, so here we have some puzzles to solve, and these are puzzles of connections. We have numbers that show the number of connections for the node to have. This one can have only one connection with this, and these two we have 1 and 2. Then these two can have only 2 connections with 4, and this 4 only 2 connections with this 4. Now it is done. Let's connect it like that, and that's all. So it is done. Then next puzzle here to solve is just to fix the Cedric's solution. Okay, let's do it. Like that. So we have 7, and 7 has all the 7 connections, and only 2 here, there, and only 1 here, so let's eliminate this one. Then 5 here, it is completed. Let's remove this 3, and for this 3 we can also set connection here. 7, 3, so this connection to remove, and 5, this one to remove like and that, here, there, 3, also 3, so now it is done, and the electricity is restored. Next we need to get the code for this parcel, and the hint is here in the letter. So we can see a parcel pin is below, and these 4 different shapes. On the widget we can see that there are doubled prices in normal and in kind of an Yeti alphabet. So this sign is for digit 3, so the first number is 3. Then triangle, we can see it is match for digit 5. This black circle is for digit 8, and this equal sign is for digit 4. So we have 3584, 3584, and we've got a parcel that contains a general store key. Now we can open it and go in. Here we can take shovel. Let's try to open this jar, but it is strongly shut and nothing we can do with it. Okay, going out for nothing to do here, and let's use this shovel to dig the scholar's house. The snow digging is done, and go into the scholar's house to solve puzzle there. Here's an empty folder, and we need to find the missing pages. So one page is here on the floor, then here's the second. Let's take this candle. The third page, key with the fish, so it key from this chest, where we can find the drill and fishing rod. Then here we can see jar opener, and let's place all the 3 pages here, and this folder is completed. Now we need to use this folder to solve this puzzle. So we can see these ingredients are allowable, and these are not allowable. And let's find for this fish. Here we have this tab with fish, and we need to select the item that is accessible. So we can see skulls and these triangles are not accessible. Blood drop is also not accessible, and both items from the accessible set we can meet only for this fish, shimmer fish, and let's set it here. Then for the plant page, we can see that only one accessible is and this plant. And then for fruits, these berries we need to use and for these symbols, let's look here. Here we have it's this lightning, or here it is, and lightning match for this curve, and we've got this formula revealed. So we need to find shimmer's fish, H flower, crows and berries, and pink chemical. Okay, let's take it. Pink chemical, but first we need to find something else. Sparkle to take. Then let's go out, light the candle, use jar opener to open it, and get this Jackie. So also here have can see that the dog has appeared. The dog is hungry. Let's feed it with Jackie, and then dog leads us to the lake. Following the dog, and now she is barking at this magical snowman. Again, it's kind of a fairy tales here. Let's keep it and solve the puzzle from this magic snowman. So here you had to place all these snowmen in the attack line for the Nero and the Cedric, and we have only 3 turns to move. So we have it 1, 2, and 3. Now all of them defeated, and let's solve another puzzle. Here we have 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's also done. And the last one. So here we have this super snowman. We need to place him on this cross place. And let's place him like that. Nope. Let's try another trick. Not in that direction. 1 up, right, up, and right. So now it is done, and we have solved this puzzle from this magical snowman. So he gave us grows and berries. Then here's a flower, hedge flower. It is frozen also, and we have a candle to heat it up and unfreeze. Okay, we can take it. And then to get the fish shimmers, we have to drill the hole in ice, take this shiny ornament and use it as a part of the fish to get these shimmers. Then so we have found all these ingredients, and let's place them to the cauldron. Liquid, flour, shimmers, and berries. And to run this cauldron, we need to set the correct combinations here to run it. So first let's set the temperature, and we can see that there are small bars, squares, and circles, and the same things you can see on this kind of clocks. Okay, skip this diagonal. So for these small bars we have a time of pointing at 2. For circles we have it is pointing to 8, and for squares it is pointing to digit 3. So let's set it bars 2, squares 3, and circles 8. Then for these lines, this is humidity, and you can see that there are 2 earrings are counted for drops, and this means that we need to set humidity to 2 drops. And now for these strange symbols, you don't need to look at the symbols actually, but to look at this path on the map. So it's 3 to 3 grid, and the path moves like that. So we need just to repeat it here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's run. It is dark. It is done. And a few hours later, the unfreezing portion is completed. And the frost portion is completed, and let's go out and unfreeze all of these yetis. The first is Scholar Yeti. Also talking to him, for he wants other yetis to be unfrozen. Let's do it 2 more times, skipping all of these dialogues, for they don't rely on a game. And the third. So now we are ready to go to the altar and get the last part of the amulet. Here we are, and to reach it we need to balance these scales. So let's get the items. In the backpack we can take the rope. With the pickaxe we can take 1 more stone animal. With the rope we can reach this penguin statue. Okay, let's place all of them on the scales to balance. It is not enough, but no more stone statues around there, so let's add other items, and also backpack to take and to place there. Now it is balanced, and we can reach this altar and get the stone. Oh, here's the sparkle. Here was the sparkle. Maybe we can take it. It's kind of a bug here. So if this video walkthrough helped you, please leave likes, subscribe, and play further.